What if there's a guy who doesn't train and he's thinking about taking on jujitsu, and he asks you, "Well, how many days a week do you have to train in order to, learn this
Okay.
stuff?"
Should I sign up for the unlimited amount of days or should I get the 2 day, the 3 day package? If you're just getting started, right?
All right, you guys, we are back. Another episode of Open Mat Chronicles. 1865 Rod here. We're coming at you every Wednesday. And as always, we got Schaefer in the house ready to kick off another fun-filled episode for you guys.
What's up, everybody? Schaefer is in the house, and this is a fun-filled episode of Open Mat Chronicles. Yeah, man. Once again, we're here with you in your ear holes, hopefully like on screen. If not, maybe you're out there jogging and listening to us yip yap and talk about things. However you're getting this, we appreciate it. We've been doing this for a couple years now, right?
It's been a minute, yeah.
And we get great feedback. So we're very happy and proud to be here with you. Thank you for joining us on another Open Mat Chronicles. So, Mr. 1865 Rob, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about how often should you train, basically. I know a lot of people ask me that, like, especially lower belts. How often should you train jiu-jitsu? So I wish I had just a direct answer. I'd love to say 3 days a week, but it's a little bit more nuanced than that, right?
It is.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think we should just give an answer.
3 days a week. That's
3
it.
days a week.
See you next Wednesday.
All right. Have a good one.
Keep
Thank
training.
you for joining us
Us.
for Open Mat Chronicles. No, I think what it is for us, right? Man, you're right. There is a lot of nuance to this because a lot of people get really great results with 2, 3, 4 days a week, right? But then listen to what I just said: 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna say that's like
that's a pretty wide ass range.
yeah.
Man, there's so many factors, right? It depends on what you want to get out of jiu-jitsu. It depends on, are you willing to let this be the all-encompassing thing in your life? Are you like, I live, breathe, and ready to die for jiu-jitsu? Or are you like, I'm a hobbyist and I just want to get some stress out of my body. I want to feel good. I want to feel like I can maybe defend myself if some shit goes down.
Well, let's keep it simple. What about
Okay.
this? What if there's a guy who doesn't train and he's thinking about taking on jiu-jitsu, and he asks you, "Well, how many days a week do you have to train in order to, learn
Okay.
this stuff?"
So
What do you tell that guy?
all right. So we got Jeff from accounting.
Jeff
right?
from accounting.
So he shows up. He's like, I'm here to do this trial class. I've done it. I actually enjoy it. Should I sign up for the unlimited amount of days or should I get the 2 day, the 3 day package? Okay. If you're just getting started, right? And you want to do, you want to get decent, but you also want to still have things happening outside of your life. I actually do think that 3 days a week really is the sweet spot for someone new.
Such a weird sport, man. Because think about it. Let's say you were going to take up golf,
Right.
right? Would you just take up golf? It seems like you would start golfing.
Mhm.
You'd probably go out with your buddies. You don't even own any clubs at this point. You're just going to Top Golf first,
Yeah.
right?
And it would
Then-
be on like a weekend.
Yeah, then you start going more and more and more, and it just kind of organically grows into, like, after a year, like, hey, I'm going to buy some clubs. I kind of like this. You've been going every weekend,
Yeah.
right?
For
But
sure.
with jiu-jitsu, it's almost like you have to make this mental commitment of how many days you're going to, commit to when
Well-
you first start. But 3 days I think it might be a lot for a
You think
brand
too
new,
much?
for a brand new guy never doing anything. 3 days, it's optimum. It'd be great, but I don't know if that's a lot. I know
Okay.
for me, I was only going twice a week when I first started.
Okay.
But that
okay.
was me. I was also lifting
You
a lot of
know-
weights and doing this other stuff. Just trying to make it all work,
All right. So that could be a really good point too, right? If this is all you're doing,
Yeah.
like if this is the be all end all to your exercise, if you're not doing anything else throughout the day, you go to work or maybe you go to school and then
And that's it.
this is all you get to do.
3 days reasonable.
Right, because then you're kind of like you're forcing your body to adapt
Yeah.
and to grow and get stronger. But you're right though, right? If you're doing if you get up and you're the guy who goes jogging and running or
Yeah.
walking every day, or you're a bicyclist, is that a
Yeah,
thing, right?
cyclist.
Cyclist. There you go. If you're a cyclist, or if you're a CrossFitter, or if you're this, like, then you may have to lower some of that time commitment to jujitsu because you've got so many other things going on, and you'll burn out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like my own little experience. I know that I was lifting weights probably like 4 days a week. So I could only do jujitsu twice a week because that's working out 6 days a week. And I was already too like in my late 40s when I started.
Right.
So
I mean,
that was
hell,
a lot for me.
lifting weights 4 days a week is a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
Like,
So
that's way more than the norm, right?
yeah,
So if we're talking Jeff from accounting, he's probably not lifting 4 days a week
No.
and going to work. Like, he's drinking coffee, eating a donut for breakfast, and just trying to get through, make sure he's get the TPS reports out. Anybody? Some
TPS?
people are going to know the TPS reference. It's from a movie.
I don't know what that is. What movie?
From Office Space. It's a great movie. He's like, oh, yeah, you forgot to sign the TPS reports again. And he had like 3 or 4 different managers that all
So
came
what's the
to him.
TPS stand for?
I don't even freaking know. Dude.
Oh
It
man!
was
Oh,
just
come
some-
on!
it was
Now you got me.
Yeah, some
Now I'm
bullshit.
interested. I don't even get to know the reference.
You got to watch Office Space.
All right.
So if you got a guy who's like, he's just working, right? He's not doing this kind of stuff. And then I still think 3 is good for your exercise. But if you've got other things going on, damn, I could see why 2 makes sense, Rod.
Yeah,
I can
but
see why, for recovery's sake too.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's like if you do a heavy leg day or something like that, lifting,
Yeah.
you're in pain damn
Yeah.
near until leg day comes
takes a
around
minute.
again.
yeah.
Right?
Especially the older you are. But I like what you said though about the 3 days a week. If that's all you're doing,
Okay.
I think you can make it. No, what did you say? If it's for like your exercise,
If that's
for your
it,
health
if that's
reason,
the only workout
the
you're
only
going to
caveat.
get, yeah.
then I would try to go commit to 3 days. But I really feel funny about telling somebody you got to go a certain amount of days. Like even if you went 1 day a week, I'm cool with that, man.
Me
just
too.
to start.
What do they say?
It'll-
Something's better than nothing.
Yeah, shout out to Randy. Something's better than nothing.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, okay. The obvious answer to this entire debate is it depends. It's very individualized. There is
very
no
individualized.
one size fits all. Okay. We get that. I can give you my situation. And actually, I can give you my situation over 25 years. So, when I started, I was like, oh shit, this is amazing, right? I want to go as much as I can.
How old were you though?
I was, I don't know, how old am I now? Oh my God, I'm about to be 50. I was about almost 25.
Okay,
I
so
was
25-year-old guy.
Yeah, so 25 years old. I was like, I want to do this a lot. So I tried to do it a lot, and I was in there and I was traveling like, 45 minutes one way to go to class sometimes. That was a long drive to me.
That's actually another variable.
yeah,
You're right.
for sure. Because like
It's got to be
now
easy to get
I
to.
drive what? 6 minutes, maybe 6
Yeah.
minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Yeah,
That's another one.
I remember that
Anyway, so I'm pretty close to jujitsu now, but I would go at least 3-4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week. And
Really starting out
yeah, 'cause
brand
I
new?
was, dude,
White belt?
I was loving it. Like I freaking
Cold?
I loved it, dude.
Man.
I freaking loved it.
That's pretty good.
And I was in there and I was trying to get my train on and I'm like, whatever. And I was just getting beat up. But I was sore all the time. But again, you're 25. You're like, whatever.
Yeah, 25. That's a big difference right there.
You bounce back pretty
you
quick.
bounce back quick.
So that was that. And then
Wait, were you lifting weights or doing anything outside of that?
No.
Okay,
and
so
that was the other
that's-
thing, right? Like I wasn't
doable.
lifting. I wasn't doing shit. I was drinking too much. And
This was your
freaking-
fitness then.
This was my fitness.
All right,
It was
that makes sense.
absolutely. Other than like fitting that pizza in my mouth, that was my fitness.
Yeah.
But I,
Yeah.
so there was that in jujitsu.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Right. And I think though when I did start lifting more with my cousin Jerome, he's a personal trainer. Who was roaming
Jerome.
the house. I didn't
Jerome in the house.
So
Shout out to all my Martin fans.
right. So when I was
Romy.
lifting with him, I think I was doing jujitsu a little bit less because I did add in other workouts and I was just sore. Fast forward to, I guess, when I moved to California. When I hit the ground out here, so that's 11 years ago today, as of the day we're filming, which is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. I got here, and dude, I was doing like 7 classes a week. Like I was doing at least 7 classes a week. I was coming in. It was like hit the morning class, hit the evening class, hit the morning class, hit the evening class. Come in sometimes teach the kids class, then hit a night class. Like I was constantly going. But then what happens? Life gets in the way, change careers, and it was like, nah, put an end to that shit right now.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
then it was like, I'd be lucky to get in 3 days a week, you know?
Like you can only speed up your progress so much, though. If you're a white belt, and you're training 6-7 days a week. It's like, yeah, you could speed up a little bit, but like, there's limits. Here's my theory.
Okay.
I think that some people just have a naturally, maybe a better aptitude for grasping the concept of jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Right? Irrespective of how many days a week they train. Right? They could train twice a week and just pick it up freaking quick, man. Then you give another guy maybe 2 days a week is not going to cut it for him. So he might have to train 5 days a week to equal this guy over here.
I got you.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it necessarily makes you that much better. I mean, that's just my theory. I'm not saying I have like I'm right on this one.
Right. No. I mean, it makes sense.
I'm just looking at different people, in the school that I've known over the years, and I watch them. I watch their training, and I know myself. Like when I was training at one point 6 days a week. When I was a brown belt, I was training a lot because I started 2 days. Obviously, I went to 3 days, then I went to 4 days, then I went to 5 days, then I went to 6 days, and that was probably the max 6 days. But I wasn't that much better when I was going 6 days a week. I don't think I was. Dude.
Right.
I was good still. Like. Bro, 2 days a week now. I'm better than when I was going 6 days a week back then.
It's that diminishing returns, right? It's what we talked about before. Like at some point, you will have diminishing returns from the amount of time you put in, because unless you are laser focused with how you train, like if every single time you hit the mat, it's 100% purpose driven. You're like, I will learn this one thing to apply in the way I roll. And that's just not how most people train. Most people train to go, I'm going to come in, I'm going to see whatever the professor's teaching, I'm going to have a good time, I'm going to roll, I'm going to see if I can tap that joker who got me last week, I'm going to get my revenge. Shit like that, right? They don't necessarily come in with this massive, like, structured game plan. Like I think very few people actually do that when they train.
So I would say that like that's might be the difference for me, because even now when I don't train that much, maybe let's say 3 days a week, but I'm always going in to specifically work on something.
See, so
like I have a plan.
You're what I'm talking about. Like,
I got a plan.
You will get better faster because you have mapped this thing out.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of hobbyists do not really map it out like that. They're just like, man, this is my therapy. I'm just going to go in here and freaking and wrestle. I'm just going to get in here and I'm going to choke somebody and try not to get tapped. And I'm going to, like, they just want to release, and they're not coming in with this laser focus.
But like, okay, here's another anecdote. Like one of our purple belts, I'm not going to say who he is. He's pretty good. He's okay.
He's all right.
But he doesn't train very much. He trains like a couple, 2 days, 3 days, 3 days max, maybe 2 days. But, I've seen him roll with like more competition level purple belts and just like run through them.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Guys are training 7 days a week, 2 hours, twice a day.
So then, okay. So the question is he an outlier?
He's an outlier, but.
So what if that outlier also trains 7 days a week?
I don't know how much better he'd be. That's my point. Like, I think he would be probably better.
Okay.
But we'd be that much better. Like, there's a limit to how good you're going to be, right? Where I think the other guy,
diminishing returns.
The average guy might just have to work his butt off to get there, right? Isn't that the story behind like Rocky Balboa? He's just a regular guy, right?
He's a workhorse.
He just works, right? But if you have a guy who has natural abilities and he's got good smarts, he figures out the moves. Yeah, he doesn't have to work out as much to get to that same level. But would he get that much better by overtraining, or would he just be overtraining at that point?
Right. Yeah, that's
so I don't really have an answer for that, but I don't know. I have my suspicions.
For sure. Well, this is where we can certainly open up to all of our listeners, man, because you have gone through it. You know somebody who's going through it. You know people who fit the mold of what we're talking about right now. So what does it look like for you or for someone you know? Have they gone like 2 days a week and they're phenomenal? Then maybe they bumped it up, or have you gone a couple days a week and you're like, I feel good, but then you ramp up to 5 days a week and you've had exponential growth? Or does it feel like it's not coming as fast now that you've added in all that time? I mean, I'm sure you're loving jujitsu either way, right? You're
Yeah.
loving what you're doing, but does that intensity beat consistency, but less days, less time on the mat?
Like how good, basically, like how good can you get? Like you always hear, like somebody might name drop something like, oh, this guy's getting really good. He's getting really
Right.
good. He's training a lot. Okay, a year later, is he still going to say that? Oh, he's getting really good. Like, okay, 2 years later, yeah, he's getting really good. At some point, it just kind of
Right.
levels out. Like,
Right.
okay,
Is
we
he-
get it. He's
is
good.
he just like
You can't just keep going up.
phenom, right? He's
Yeah,
like,
forever.
He's always been the best.
Yeah.
But hell, maybe because don't we also say you kind of see what they look like at purple belt, and that's probably the
That's-
black belt you're going to be. So like
Yeah.
if you are coming with this intensity from the beginning and you just ride that out, maybe you will just always be that guy. You know what I mean? You'll be the one that's everybody's always going to talk about because maybe you're outworking everybody. Like
And I
there's
think
something to be said about outworking people.
Yeah, and I think the reality is most of us are not going to reach our full potential in jiu-jitsu. That's what separates like the champions, world champions from
Absolutely.
regular hobbyists like you or me, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, hell, right now, I'm back to where I'm doing about 6 or so, but between 5 to 6 classes of jujitsu, per week. And I'll tell you, I'm fucking exhausted. I am like exhausted, dude. And now I'm doing it for a reason. I was like, I've been cutting weight. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get in better shape, and it's kind of hard. Like, I'll
Well, you're
get
doing
up, I'll-
doubles though.
yeah, so I'm saying, like,
That's rough.
yeah, I'll get up, I'll do my regular workout, then I'll go to a morning class, then I'll go to that evening class. Maybe I'll take the next day off, then I'll do morning and evening again, then another morning, then another morning, evening. Dude, it's been kicking my ass, but it's great for like body recomposition and all that
Yeah.
because you got your calorie burn, you got this, you got that. But then you start opening yourself up to more injuries.
Exactly.
You're like,
Comes at a cost.
yeah, man.
But do you
like,
feel like your jiu-jitsu is like that much better?
No, right now,
That's interesting.
right now, I feel like my jujitsu is getting worse.
It's
And
so strange.
And it's because we talk about overtraining. We mentioned that in the past. I personally think I am overtraining right now. Like, I think I would be better if I did scale it back down to 3 days a week. Just the 3
That's kinda the sweet
classes a
spot.
week. Yeah, for me, it'd probably be the sweet spot, man.
3 days is actually legit
right?
because it gives you enough recovery time. Now I don't know. Maybe it depends on if you're 19. I might not say
right.
that, but
yeah,
you know,
a 19-year-old versus the guy who's half a century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 days is legit though, because you're still. What I found for me too, though, is if I train like 6 days a week, I kind of get sick of jiu-jitsu. It's like,
Really?
it's too much.
I don't know
Like
if I get
I'm
sick
kind
of
of,
it.
yeah. It's like I have enough. Like, cause I'm doing this activity 6 days a week. Like that's a lot. Imagine if you went, like, I'll use golfing. If you went golfing 6 days a week, you might be, I'm tired of golf.
You could burn
golf 6
out.
days a week, dude.
Yeah,
You might burn out a little bit. That's for me, at least I do.
It's just like overexposure to it, right?
Yeah. And so when I dial it back and just go 3 days a week, or even some weeks I might go just twice a week.
Right.
When I get in there though, on those 2 days a week days, I'm like,
You
I'm
feel
ready to
great.
roll, dude. I feel
Yeah.
great.
Man,
So I get a really good training session out of it.
right.
Versus these like, I find that if I'm going like 4 or 5, 6 days, like I'm just there, dude. I'm just like, I don't really want to do a whole lot.
Right.
I'm very selective with who I roll with. It's like, I feel like rolling.
But if you've been going for a minute, you're
I'm like, let's
I'm
go,
ready
dude.
for
I'm good.
everybody.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. That does make sense. And
That could just be me. I don't know. But
no, but once again, you also got to remember you lift a lot. Like
Yeah.
you're a freaking gym rat. dude.
Yeah, I
You're-
do.
Like you stay doing some kind of workout in addition to this, and yeah, I can see how-
Sundays deadlifts, you hit
Yeah,
like
right,
a
that's-
405, then the next day you got to do jiu-jitsu. It's like, oh man, my
right,
nervous
you-
system
yeah.
is killing me. Let me recover.
That's true, right? If you don't give yourself time to recover, that's going to be a huge problem too, right? Damn. Yeah, tell us what you guys are doing. Like, are you the joker that's out there? You're CrossFitting, or you're just doing some heavy deadlifts, and then the next day you're like, time for jujitsu, and then the next day it's like heavy bench, and then next day time for jujitsu, or same day.
But see, back in the day, all they did was jiu-jitsu.
Mm,
Like they just do more jiu-jitsu. Don't lift weights. Don't do it, but that was the mentality back then. Just do more jiu-jitsu. That's how a
That's
lot of
true.
those guys' bodies wrecked. They just do no resistance training at all. Just more
damn.
jiu-jitsu. So I don't think that's as prevalent now. I think they now embrace
They're
working
mixing
out,
it
at
up,
least at
yeah.
the highest level. Of course, they're working out, But you got to factor that in though, and you have to work out. I would say that's not even an option.
Right?
You got to work out, man. You got to do some type of resistance training, even if it's just basic.
Hell yeah.
You know, just for longevity.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't
Unless
want
you
to
don't
be
care,
falling apart.
then you don't have to.
Damn. See, and I guess the other thing though, with the too much training, too many classes, it every single time you do expose yourself to the additional risk of injury. And that can just derail the shit out of you too. It's like if I'm like right now with me going as much as I'm going, there's going to be a lot of tired rolls. Like I'm going to be just exhausted. And then I think I give myself a higher chance of getting injured because maybe I can't defend as fast as I should be defending, or maybe I'm just tired, so I let something slip by. Man,
But I think it works for you though, because you roll. You got a
Well,
nice little system the way you roll.
I do. I have a good pace. I
Yeah,
stay
you
at a good
you
pace
keep it at that
regardless,
70%, like no matter what. That's impressive, man. I'm serious. Like, I wish I could do that. That's truly impressive.
Yeah, you know what? I think that it
That probably
bites me in
saves you
the
a lot.
ass sometimes, but it does save me from injury
Yeah.
a lot too. It's like because I'm usually good at just being prepared for somebody coming up way faster, way harder. They're going like intense, and I'm just like, whatever. Let's just flow with it.
I've been trying that a little bit. I'll tell you what does help. This is a little advice, some Schaefer advice,
What
a
you
mouth
got?
guard advice. Now it's kind of good, it's kind of bad, right? It's you always want to wear a mouth guard, but I did notice because your thing is what you don't put the mouth guard.
I
in,
don't
right?
put a mouth guard in unless I'm going to
You're
go
gonna-
really intense. Like
It's
I'm
full on.
I'm purposely setting myself up to fight hard.
It's the weirdest thing. And I always say, man, you're crazy. You might take a random knee, knock a tooth out or whatever. And that could happen. But I did notice that when I follow that advice and I don't wear the mouth guard, I'm like, oh, I don't have my mouth guard. I got to chill. Like I purposely
Yep.
have to dial it back.
Yep.
And I'm just careful and I just flow.
You're more careful.
You flow,
You
dude. It
pay
is, yeah.
attention to random knees
It's
flying.
true. It
It's
is.
like you're like, no, I got to protect my teeth, man. I need
Yeah.
these things. You know?
Now, maybe the caveat would be if you're going with some new spazzy white belt. I don't know, man. But even then,
well,
you
But
might
keep
get
in
that
mind-
random knee. Watch me
yeah, but
knock
the
a
way I
front tooth
fight-
out. Man, I
remember,
hope
the
not.
way I fight, I'm almost always protecting my face and head anyway.
Yeah.
Like which opens me up to other stuff because like I'm constantly guarding my head, even though nobody's gonna punch me. But that opens me up to like arm attack stuff like that.
But it does work, though. I'll say that. That does work. The no mouth guard,
yeah,
it forces you to slow down.
man, people are listening to that and they're
Like that is crazy.
I'll be damned if
I
I'm
know.
not wearing a mouth
I
guard.
know. I'm not advocating. I'm not saying, look at I'm not saying you
Right.
for sure do it. Do it at your own risk.
Yeah,
at your
do
own
it at
peril.
your own risk. Don't
Well-
don't come sending us hate mail. talking
Guys
about,
see me next
"They
week. I'll
told me,"
be
yeah.
like blowing a whistle through my.
Somebody's gonna be missing the front two teeth.
Nah, dude.
Ron Harold said.
Harold
"Don't
said it's
use
gonna
the
be
mouth
okay."
guard." He said Harold said it's gonna
Harold
be
said do
okay.
it.
Nah, don't put that shit on me.
Oh my god.
You wear a mouth
The
guard
Harold
if
rules.
you want. That's all I need. Everybody starts sending in pictures with their teeth missing.
But that is, I mean, but think about though, if you do chill at that 70%, you can roll more. You could roll 5 rounds. You could
Yeah.
roll like that's actually when you look at the black belts who are out there and the guys sitting on the mat, he's like, oh, like I used to think those guys have great cardio. They do to a degree,
Yeah.
but they're also just really good at pacing themselves. You know?
Conservation of energy.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. It's like
that's actually legit.
I can still when I go, even when I'm tired, I'll still do 5, 6 rolls. I mean, I'll get out there during open mat and I'm like, come on, let's go. And some of those fights, honestly, it's just me kind of just surviving. I'm just like, oh.
And
goodness.
that's what you have to do. You have to just understand that for 9 times out of 10, you can control your opponent or at least yourself good enough, well
Yeah.
enough. But there's going to be that guy to where you just maybe you can't control him. Maybe he's just coming at you too much.
And they're gonna eat your lunch.
And you either have to just try to, and if you can't control him, you just have to take an L.
yeah.
Or you have to say, well, I got to go 100%, which you're not going to. Then you
Right.
just keep it at that 70%. Okay, man, well, I'm just going to take an L on this one. But here's the thing. He had to go above 70% to get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if he went 70% and then you
Then,
went 70%, it'd be a different roll.
Yeah. Totally different role.
Yeah, but it's going to be
Absolutely.
one-sided
Yeah.
if he cranks it up.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with
I
that
think
too.
I've
So I said, dude, look at,
Yeah.
I've always said that. There's a lot of guys in there that will beat me, but there's not a lot of guys that will beat me going 70%.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
You could out athleticize, if that's a word.
Sounds good.
me. It sounds good. Let's make that a new word. Or you could outspeed me and try to
Uh-huh.
drive through me because I'm older. But then you're breaking the contract.
Yes.
You're going
Yes.
80, 90%. I'm going 70.
Right? Yeah, good Lord. I know we say this a lot.
We
right?
do.
But again, it's that hobbyist mentality. It's that longevity mentality, right? If I were just trying to go balls to the wall constantly, I for sure would be burning myself out. And my
Dude.
jujitsu time would be
You'd have a shorter window.
truncated. It would just be like
Yes.
chopped down so much. I want to be like Helio, man. I want to be 99 and still crawling out on that mat and just showing like some lazy ass freaking wrist lock. You know, I
Well,
want
here's
to
the-
do something.
Look, here's the thing. If you could roll and you're that old, then that means you could at least go to the store. You're walking around good. You don't need a walker. You don't need
Absolutely.
I'm looking for good quality of life as I get older.
Definitely. Definitely. And that quality of life comes from maybe 70%. Like at
You
some
gotta-
point in time, you got to slow it down.
You
man.
got to slow it down. It's just like anything, like with weight training. If you're going to do super, I'm talking about 4 or 5 deadlift, but if you did that, from, let's say you're 19,
right.
and you built up to like 600, 700
Right.
pounds, that's ridiculous. You're going to blow all your joints out.
Yeah, at some point, man, you're gonna have to bring it back down.
Yeah, you got to bring it down.
I mean-
Not today, though.
Not today, Satan. Nah, look, you got freaking.
You got to do some heavy lifting, though.
Yeah, dude. Look, like Ronnie Coleman is
Oh, he's
that
wrecked.
dude, right? He's that. He's
wrecked.
the man, and
Dude,
shit
he's
caught up with
done.
him too. It caught up with him too.
But he was
man.
excessive. I mean, that's like, there's probably a walking steroid needle,
Hey,
number
man.
one.
Hey, lightweight baby,
What was he? But he was definitely like,
dude, 700 something. He was freaking.
probably
maybe
way more than that. Probably
It
like
was
1,200 pounds or something. He was
awesome,
like ridiculous.
Dude. Freaking Ronnie Coleman was the man. Ronnie Coleman's still the man. I just watched a documentary on him about a year or so ago.
That's
I mean,
sad.
he's still jacked for a guy who's like, he can't really walk anymore.
Yeah, he's not jacked.
Yeah,
He's not jacked.
He's jacked more. He's more jacked than freaking Joe from accounting.
But Joe from accounting can walk.
Yeah, there is that. I mean, Ronnie Coleman he's put his body through the ringer.
Yeah.
But then look, you got the Meow Brothers, man. They've put their body through the ringer. Freaking Hickson, he's put his body through the ringer. It's like, damn. What was that movie where he's like, oh, I could never do that. He's like, and that's why no one will remember your name. Freaking Achilles did that, right?
Oh, yeah, Troy.
Yeah, and Troy. Hey, look, I guess there's something to just going out in a blaze of glory, but I think there's something else sticking around for your family and friends and being able to like function. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with the functioning as best I can.
What do they say? I'd rather be the oldest guy on the mat than the youngest guy in the nursing home.
Ooh, damn.
Right? That's solid, huh?
I need to put that on a shirt,
pretty
dude. And then get something on the back. 70%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So what have we determined?
How many
Everybody should just do 2 days a week if you're a freaking white belt until you're 3-stripe white belt, and then kick it up to 3,
Man.
and then stay at 3 for the rest of your life.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
we're not saying
We're
that.
not saying that.
Okay, we're not saying that. Never mind.
I really don't know what I'm going to tell them because I really don't have a set number. I think you just have to kind of know your body. Basically, you have to identify your goals, what your objectives are, right? And train appropriately for that. So this is what it is, Schaefer. Check it out. If you're a hobbyist,
Mm-hmm.
don't train like a competitor. Like
Ooh.
there's no need to train 6 days a week, twice a day, and you're not even competing. You're not even doing anything. You just like want to be good in the school. It doesn't make sense.
Damn.
If you're a competitor and you're high level, you want to compete and you're training 3 days a week,
Then you
don't
need
train
to
like a
kick it up.
hobbyist. You need to kick it up. So you have to train based on your objectives and your goals and match it accordingly.
I think you
That's
just
what I
hurt
was
some
saying.
people's feelings with that. I think that's going to hurt some people's feelings, man.
Because everybody wants to get good quick. I
Yes.
get it though. I do. Why do they want to get good so quick?
Because
It's fun. That's fun.
it's
You're good.
fun
I
to
know.
be good at
It is
jujitsu. It's like, if I'm going to fucking do this, if I'm going to do it, I want to be good at
But
it.
it's still
right?
fun when you're learning.
It's fun when you're learning. It's so much more fun when you can apply that shit, though, man.
But man, I remember. Look, when I was a blue belt, I was always getting submitted.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
always getting, but it was still fun, dude.
Yes.
Like
It-
me getting submitted does not make it more or less fun.
agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
So why does it really matter? Like, I guess it matters. You just want to understand the sport more and you can do more things. So it's more fun.
And-
Yeah, I get that.
It's cool, man. Think about it. You go, right? Somebody freaking arm drags you.
It is
You're like,
fun.
oh
yeah.
shit. You're like, oh shit, I'm in danger, but you know how to react to it.
It is
They
fun.
freaking take your back, you pop out, you get away, you freaking turn. Hey, dude, being able to do this
Just being
stuff
able
is
to
fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
Like being able to just roll and like
it looks
Go,
cool.
yeah.
Like, man, when you throw two people together, like how many times have we actually sat back, watched the match, and we're like, holy shit, dude. Like they're moving like greased lightning.
Dude, you know who?
And
Yeah.
it's so cool looking because they're actually trying to apply
Yeah.
things. And I would say what? Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. They might not really be going as fast as it looks like they're going, but when it's smooth
When it's smooth like that, it's like two dancers.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Absolutely.
It's like that's jujitsu right there.
And that's why people go so many days
It
because
is
they
fun.
want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
All right. 7 days a week, twice a day. That's the answer.
Yeah. Hey, if you're a competitor and you're 21, that actually would be the answer,
Right?
right? If you're trying to get ready for like, I don't know, the pants.
Yeah. Just live on the mats, dude. See if your coach has like a little corner, like a closet or something
Yeah.
that'll rent you, or maybe they'll let you live there for free if you clean the mats in the bathroom and all that. And you just live there like a little fucking troll and you pop out every single class and you train every single class. Don't worry about school. You don't need no book learning. Reading's overrated. So don't even worry about that. Job, who needs one? You're cleaning the bathroom and you're eating like the scraps from people's leftover protein
But you know
bars
what's funny
and shit.
though? I've seen white belts train like that. Seriously, train 6-7 days a week,
Yeah,
and then after maybe like a year and a half, they're gone.
gone because they burned out.
They burned out. It's too much.
Okay, fine. Don't train that often.
Look at jujitsu will naturally get its hooks into you. You don't have to rush it, right? It's like if
And-
somebody gets your back, you don't have to
fight
talk
the
him into
hooks.
choking you. He's gonna choke you no
Yeah,
matter
he's gonna
what,
choke
right? Jiu-jitsu's gonna get you, whether you like it or not. Let it happen. We said
wait, Brandon.
Brandon, yeah,
Hey,
shout out to Brandon. We used to have this big old Marshall. He'd be getting you in rear naked choke. Let it happen.
Let it happen. Just go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
It'll be okay.
But that's what you got to do. Let jujitsu happen.
Let it happen.
9 times out of 10, it will, and you're gonna just get hooked on it. You're gonna start training more and more and more anyway.
You're right.
You gotta
You're
force
right.
it.
So everybody, you want our answer? That's our answer. Just let it happen, man.
Let it happen.
Don't. If you want to set a goal in your head and you want to try it because really there's no harm, right? There's no harm saying, "Hey, I'm going to try to go 5 days a week." And if you start to say, "Damn it, this is a little much," check your ego, dial it down a little bit. Try 3 days a week. See how that treats you, right? If that's too much, dial it back to 2. If life starts getting in your way and you're like, man, I got too many other things going on, try not to go less than 1 day a week. At least
would go-
go. At least go. At least show up. 1 day on the mat is better than no days on the
Yeah.
mat, right? So get in there.
I think if I was brand new starting out, I would say try to commit to 2 days a week.
Okay.
Just commit to that, at least because you're giving yourself a fair opportunity to learn the concepts and not forget them in a whole week. You're gonna start getting yourself in a little bit better condition. Because even if you were, let's say you never worked out with weights at all, or you
Yeah.
didn't do anything, how many days should I lift weight? They're gonna say at least lift weights like twice
2.
a week. To make
Yeah.
this thing work, at least twice a week.
Okay.
You know,
That
you're
makes
not gonna
sense.
work out once a week with weights.
right,
so
right.
I would say give it 2 days a week. And then what's going to happen is you're going to find that you're probably going to want to go more once it starts, little dots start connecting.
That's true. And your
Yeah.
body will adapt to it.
It'll
and
adapt.
be ready for more days. It'll
Yeah.
be ready to take 3 days and 4 days a week.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say to commit to even 3 days as a brand new guy starting out, because then you might deter people from doing jiu-jitsu because they might say, I'm not ready to make it. I can't commit to 3 days a week right now. And then that means if I don't do 3, then I'll never learn it. So I don't want to take
That's
it.
a good point.
So I would just go 2 days a week and let jiu-jitsu do its magic.
There you go.
It's gonna get you.
That's a good point. That's
Have
actually a
faith
really,
in,
really good
have
point.
faith in jiu-jitsu.
Believe in it.
It'll get you.
It's going to get you.
It's going to get the hooks in.
And don't fight the hooks.
Don't fight
These
the
are the
hooks.
hooks you don't have to fight.
Exactly.
These are the hooks. These are good hooks.
Yeah, these are good. This is the one time you're like, get my back, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, exactly.
Come
You're
on back.
like, go ahead.
Go for the choke. Let it happen.
Let it happen. All right. So you guys let us know, man. You let us know what you think. What's the optimal time? What's your optimal time? Like, how often are you training? And do you wish it could be more? Do you think it should be less? Let us know and share it with everybody because we want to hear.
I'd like to know how many times most people were training per week when they started at white belt.
There you go. If
Let's
you
go
can
like for
remember
the
that.
first 6 months in. How many days a week were you training?
There you go.
I'm
And then
curious to know
compared to
that.
how much you're doing now.
Yeah,
Obviously, this
that's a
is
good
if
one.
You got,
I like
you've
that.
been for a while. So when you first started versus now, what's your training schedule looking like? And then also, because I didn't mention this, you all need to like, share, and subscribe. You guys got to make sure you keep passing us out there. If you're out on the Facebooks or the Instagrams or the TikTokies or whatever, just highlight, copy our link, shoot it out there to your friends and family. And hell, if you don't like it, send it to your enemies. You know what I'm saying? Just get us out there. Let the people hear what we got to say.
Facts.
Yeah. Anyway, get out there. Make sure you do the damn thing. We're loving the contact we're having with everybody. It's really, really going great. So we appreciate that.
Yep.
Definitely appreciate your support.
Keep training and let it happen.
Let it happen.
Let it happen.
All right. Hell yeah. So until next time, you make sure you let it happen. And
keep training. We'll see you next week.
Us.